Hi, I'm Susan Featherly with RE/MAX Town Center. Welcome to our very first broadcast of RTCTV. Our goal is to inform you about real estate and lifestyle trends in Burbank and all of Southern California. Every broadcast will have some market updates, interview with our agents and vendors, real estate news, and even some local property tours. Since this is our first broadcast, there may be a few glitches here and there, so in advance I'd like to thank you for your patience and please bear with us. Right now we'll cut to our first commercial break. Thanks.
You dreamt of a kitchen to cook, with details in every nook. Then I showed you a crack on the wall, and found you a house that was a smarter call. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
Our first guest today is Majid Malek with RE/MAX Town Center. He is our in-house notary, and we are thrilled to have him here because we often get people that come in off the street that want to get papers and documents notarized, and it's great to actually have someone here that can serve the public. So Majid, when did you decide to get your notary license?
Well, I decided to get my notary license when I was a senior in high school. I can say it was my second semester, and I felt that it was a great time to get ahead and to start my career as soon as possible.
Yeah, you are ambitious. What kind of documents do you notarize?
Well, I notarize all kinds of contracts and different types of documents.
Oh,
for instance, real estate documents, attorney or law documents, anything you name it, that I'm able to notarize, I get it done.
Oh, great. All right. What hours are you available for your notary service?
Well, as an in-house notary, I'm available from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday. And to the public, I'm available 24 hours and 7 days a week.
Oh, great. Since so many people in our area speak different languages, what languages can you notarize?
Well, I'm legally able to notarize any documentation in any language, as long as the specific part for a Notary Public to notarize is in English, and as long as my client does understand the terms and the contract.
Oh, so the whole document can be in a completely different language as long as where you put your little stamp, there's a little verbiage in English?
Correct.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Are you a mobile notary as well?
Yes. I'm also available on Yellow Pages, Yelp, Yahoo, and as well as Bing.
Oh.
I get multiple clients from different areas such as San Bernardino, San Fernando Valley, and here in Burbank.
How much do you charge for your services?
Well, that also depends. I charge $30 per acknowledgement form, as well as $30 per jurat form. And for real estate, I charge an additional $200 to $300 for loan documents.
What about a grand deed? How much is that?
Just for the grand deed, if it already has a specific area for the Notary Public, I only charge $10. Now, as a loose certificate for an acknowledgement, I would charge, like as I said earlier, $30.
Oh, wow. All right, so the other thing is if you are doing a mobile service and they do want to, say, go to San Bernardino, or how much extra does it cost for mobile service?
Well, for San Bernardino, for instance, I would charge an additional, starting at $25, because I charge on the mile radius from my office. So that actually depends and it varies on which or where the location of the client is.
All right, now do you only accept cash or you take other forms of payment?
Well, fortunately, in today's technology, I don't only accept cash, check, but I also do accept credit cards as well as debit cards, due to the fact that my phone has a square where I'm able to swipe your credit card and we're able to proceed with the transaction.
Oh, great, that makes it really easy. So I guess my last question would be, why did you choose to become a notary in the first place?
I chose to become a notary public, especially at a young age during high school, so that I can get a head start in my real estate business. As soon as I understand all the documentation for the real estate business, such as the transactions, I feel that I will overcome any anxiety that would have to do with any contracts dealing with the client.
Right. Well, that was smart. That was smart. Majid's been studying really hard, and he should have his real estate license by the end of summer. So not only will you be able to get documents notarized, but you'll also be able to help everyone buy and sell houses. So we really look forward to it. And again, Majid, we are so proud of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
You dreamt of a condo with a view. But then I showed you a suburb school, and the view of your daughter's future made a house look really cool. Let a RE/MAX agent guide you. RE/MAX, dream with your eyes open.
Our next guest is Darin Chase with RE/MAX Elite. Darin works with us as our commercial partner. So Darin, you're here to talk about Proposition 13.
I am, and thanks for having me here, Susan.
Oh, great. Is this just another attempt to get rid of Prop 13?
Well, it certainly is, as I say, the camel under the tent. No, it could very well be the start.
Wasn't there one a few years ago?
Well, there was one in 2014, and that was actually really geared towards commercial properties. So what they're looking at right now is leaving Proposition 13 for single-family homes the same. What they're targeting are commercial and industrial properties. And the reason why this has come about right now is that there was a sale a few years ago by Michael Dell. He bought, it was a $20 million sale, and he divided up the ownership between 4 people, each one being 49%. And because Prop 13 is not triggered unless 51% of a property transfer, he saved over $1 million in property taxes.
Oh, wow. I would imagine that several years ago was a good atmosphere to change Prop 13.
It certainly was, and why they didn't go for the proposal that they had on the table last year, I will never know, because it would have gotten rid of that loophole.
Right. Well, why now? Why do you think, with the budget being better than it was planned, who's pushing for this?
Well, you're right. The budget is much better than it's planned by billions. They have extra money. And who's pushing it are unions.
Oh.
Particularly, you've got teachers' unions, because they get 40% of any new tax that the state collects. So they're looking at a sizable chunk to them.
Will this mean changes right across the board?
To be perfectly honest with you, we don't know all the details yet. However, what's been discussed has only been for commercial and industrial properties.
What do you think the trigger for this was?
Well, you know, there's always been talk about this because there's a feeling that residential owners pay more of the property tax. And then, of course, there was the example of Michael Dell, who got out of paying over $1 million in property tax. And some of your big sales that have gone out in downtown LA have also taken advantage of this. This was not meant to be when the original Prop 13 came to be. So when this was thought to be changed just last year, the Howard Jarvis Association was for it.
Oh, really?
They were not going to stand in the way. As a matter of fact, they voiced their support for this. But for some reason, it did not go through.
Will this be for all commercial property or just larger purchases?
We just don't know those details because it's in the state Senate right now being talked about. It has been discussed that it would be for all, though.
I guess the next thing is, how might this affect long-term leases for people that already have leases in place?
Well, one of the best things about Prop 13 is its predictability. You always know what your tax liability is going to be. And can you imagine having to pay your expenses every year and not knowing what those expenses are? What sort of uncertainty that's going to create in your business world, along with tenants that you lease a property to. So if you've got expenses that can change every 3 years, or maybe they'll change year to year, that is going to completely change how people look at a lease. And anything long-term leases going on right now, I mean, how would you be if you were leasing a property and you were hit? Oh, by the way, I'm passing this $5,000 on to you.
Yeah, not so good. It really will affect employment, don't you think?
I think it'll dramatically affect employment. And don't forget that the LA City Council just passed the minimum wage, $15 an hour.
Yeah, so that's really a 1-2 punch for all business owners out there.
It is.
Well, Darin, thank you. I found this very informative, and thanks so much for coming on our show.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
How can we get a hold of you if anyone has any commercial questions or is interested in doing any commercial real estate?
Oh, you can always reach me at the Chase Commercial Group at me.com, or you can call this office, talk to Susan, she knows how to get a hold of me, or feel free, 818-726-5080.
Great. All right. Thank you very much, Darin.
Everyone builds dream houses. But when you dream, you close your eyes. That's why you need a guide. To see if it's too close to the train. To line up a good school. And remind you of the cost of a pool. With a RE/MAX agent, you will see how much better than a dream home the right home can be. RE/MAX. Dream with your eyes open.
Go. Here's our girl about town, Danielle Garrison. She's joining us from AMC Theaters in beautiful downtown Burbank. Take it away, Danielle.
Hello, it's Danielle with RE/MAX Town Center, and I'm about to show you the downtown Burbank area where the AMC 16 is and a bunch of new restaurants. So great movie, and I would highly recommend this movie to anyone who's a follower of the Jurassic Park movie. I'm not going to tell you anything about it because I don't want to give away the movie, but I would highly recommend this movie. Back to you, Susan.
Oh, thanks, Danielle. Danielle's an intern here at RE/MAX Town Center, and she's currently studying to get her real estate license, so she should be an agent here within the next couple of months.
Wait, late breaking news.
Oh, what's this, Pete? Oh, wow. Okay, well, right now we have Darin Chase over at World Empanadas, and Darin, what's going on there?
I'm Darin Chase with RE/MAX Town Center Commercial Division, and I'm here with Rosalia, who is the owner and operator of World Empanadas in Burbank, who, by the way, does indeed make the best empanadas I've ever had, and I'm a regular here. So I'm so glad you make those. That's fantastic. We're glad to have you here. Tell us your story. I know you were on South Victory and you moved here, and what's been happening since?
Well, we were in a liquor store, a true hole in the wall.
I remember that location. Yeah.
We started off in the back of a liquor store in a deli, and it wasn't a serious. I mean, we just thought we'll do it. Our son is a chef, Matt Hertz, and he's the one that's created a lot of these fillings. And so we decided that we were going to do an empanada location, and it's been wonderful. But since we moved here, it just doubled. I mean, the sales doubled.
Wow.
Since May 5th.
Wow.
So we've been very, very blessed with all of these people, loving the empanadas. We've been doing orders for Jimmy Kimmel. We do 300 empanadas at a time. We do the Allen Show. We've done a lot of Nickelodeon. So it's been really, really great. We've had a great response from not only them, but everybody around here. Disney and
so the adage, location,
yes,
really does make sense.
That's right. And we had no idea that it was going to be this great.
So now you're going to need a bigger location soon, aren't you?
Probably.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. So things are going great here. I love the inside seating because I could come in and have something really good and healthy to eat. And sit here and do it, and now we're having some problems.
Right, so I was given a letter by the city of Burbank that I was in violation because this is not a, it's not a restaurant. It wasn't a restaurant.
Right.
So,
it was a bakery before too, wasn't it? Something like that?
It was Dream Dinners.
Dream Dinners.
Right. They did not cook, so they didn't have a kitchen. But they prepared food here, and it was, I think the permit that they had was one of, I think a school, and I'm not sure, I think groceries, something like that. So, so now I have to take all my seating out. And I have to provide the city with many things that they want. So I'm getting that together as we speak.
So it almost amounts to almost 100 pages, you would think, or 50, of documents that you have to provide just to have one picnic-style table and two bar stools.
Two bar stools, right?
Wow.
For people, yeah.
That's amazing.
So what we're trying to do is to comply with the city in every way that we can. But it's been sad because a lot of people want to eat here,
yes,
and they keep telling us, why did you take the seating? Why did you take the seating?
And you're like, we didn't do it.
Right. So I have to provide them with labels, two labels, which cost me $500.
Oh my gosh.
2 sets of labels for 1,000 radius.
1,000 feet all
radius,
around. Wow.
For them to ask, I guess, every resident within
for
1,000.
CUP, yeah.
Right. I have to get that, and then I think there's $1,100 that I have to pay to the city.
Did you on the mailer that's going to go out? Is it going to say come in and try an empanada?
Maybe that'll be
It
good.
should.
Good advertising.
Come in and try an empanada.
That'll be good.
Because as soon as they come in here and try the food, well, what do you want me to sign? I'll sign it.
Yeah.
I mean, our office already signed it all.
Right.
So.
Yes. So I'm trying to gather all the information, and we've been very busy. So I haven't had time to do everything. I've got to go and make the copies to do that. But it has been it's been really annoying that people are annoyed with us because they can't sit.
I think once you tell them what the problem is, they're not willing to do that. They just want they're just almost disappointed because
they're very disappointed.
Yeah, also because the atmospheres need to be around as well.
Yes, that's what they said. A lot of them. They love to come in. They love to sit down. You know, we have like a community table where they can sit. A lot of people begin conversations with each other. They don't know each other, and they end up, you know, just really talking, which is fantastic.
Yeah, for a brief lunch period, you can socialize and have fun before you go back to work.
Right, and that's what they've said. That they said that they feel really good in here, and I mean, we're so happy to have this. So it's wonderful.
We want to do whatever we can to help you. So we've signed that petition. Whatever else we can do to help, we would like to do that. And when people see this, by all means, World Empanadas in Burbank, Rosalia, you have got to come here and try these empanadas. Sign their petition because it's the best food you're ever going to get. Believe me, best food. So thank you so much. And is there anything else that you'd like to bring up while we're here? Because we want to post this, we want to send this out to all of our clients, we want people to see this and come in here and be able to have seating.
Absolutely. Well, the only thing I want is seating for my people and for people to draw on my drawing chalk wall that I have. A lot of people from Warner Brothers and Disney come in and they draw their characters on the wall.
I didn't see that. I got to see this.
So we've got a chalk wall where people can come in and they draw and they put, you know, whatever. They would put sayings and things like that.
How awesome.
Yes. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And that's what we want to create. You know, we want to create an atmosphere where people can feel good and happy and be creative and, you know, the kids draw. And so we're really happy.
So it's a great neighborhood establishment.
Yes.
It's like a big plus for the neighborhood and everybody that lives in it.
Yes. That's what a lot of people have said, that it is a big plus to have us here.
On the mailers, you've got to say, I'm going to try an empanada. You got to do that. You got to do that. So,
thank you so much.
Thank you for letting us come here. Thank you for sitting here with us. And we think you're going to make it because the food's fantastic. It's great. So thank you, Rosalia.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Go. Oh, thanks, Darin. We all love this restaurant, and we highly recommend everybody out there try their empanadas. They're absolutely to die for. World Empanadas is located at 1206 Magnolia Boulevard, right here in Burbank. All right, well, next we have Cynde Bost giving Peter Michalchuk a tour of her new listing at 977 Sunland Boulevard in nearby Shadow Hills. Take it away, Cynde.
Hello, my name is Peter with RE/MAX Town Center, and I'm here with Cynde Bost, one of our agents, with her new listing at 9774 Sunland Boulevard. Cynde, what can you tell us about this home?
Well, this is a 3,600 square foot home in Shadow Hills. The lot is about 16 and a half. It's got 3 bedrooms and 3 baths upstairs. Right over here we have a guest quarters that has 1 bedroom and 1 bath with its own entrance.
Thank you. Shall we go inside and look through the home?
Yes, let me show you the home.
Okay, and here we are at the front door of the home, and Cynde's going to show us the different rooms.
Come right on in. Here we have the kitchen. It's got a bar. It's opened up to the dining room over here. And then there's a family room. The house has 2 fireplaces. One fireplace is over here. And the other fireplace is over here in the living room.
And are those granite countertops, Cynde?
Yes, they're granite countertops.
Very nice.
Okay, we're here in our formal living room. It opens back up to the patio. This is my favorite part of the house. You can step out here onto our patio. There's been many parties in this house. It has a covered patio. It opens up to the huge pool in the back lot.
How many bedrooms and bathrooms do we have in this home?
Okay, right over here we have 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. There's 1 bath at the other side of the house. And then remember I told you about the apartment downstairs as a bedroom and a bath.
Yes.
So you want to come see the bedrooms that we have on this side?
Yes, that'll be fine.
Okay. So Peter, over here we have a really nice bedroom. This actually is my favorite
very
bedroom.
Nice.
It's got gorgeous views. Also, the good thing about this house is that although it's on Sunland Boulevard, which is a very busy street, you're up high, so it's not as noisy as if you were down lower.
Very good. And a lot of breeze coming through here.
Mm-hmm.
Large windows.
Now you may notice over here, Pete, there's an air conditioning unit. Don't let that fool you.
Okay.
Actually, that was just left in here. The house is zoned with 2 ACs, one for this side of the house and one for the other side.
Oh, dual system, very
So
nice.
it's a dual system air conditioning. Okay, Peter, we also have another bedroom over here. It could be like a child's room, or it's a little smaller.
Very nice.
Smaller than the 2 others, but this also could be used as an office. Okay, so here we have the main bathroom. It was remodeled a couple of years ago. Okay, so we're going to go to the next bedroom next.
Very good, that's great. Cynde, now that we've seen the kitchen, the dining room, and our little seating area, what is behind here?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Pete. This is very interesting. This is a game room.
Game room. Oh, this
Right
is
now
a good size room.
Yes, it's used for gaming, and also she uses it for her sewing room. At one point, this room, there were 4 boys that had this room as their bedroom. So once was a bedroom. There is some closet space, as you can see over here. And then the washer and dryer hookups are also in this room.
Oh, that's a plus inside the house.
And then Pete, over here, we could show you this, is the other bathroom.
And this is the third bathroom?
This is the 3rd bathroom.
Third bath. Okay, Cynde, so where does this lead to? This is a breezeway area?
Yes, this is a breezeway. So if you have guests that are swimming, they can walk directly outside to their cars.
Oh, very good.
You could use it as storage.
And easy access to the pool,
Yes.
that would be my favorite.
Yes.
Okay.
And then up here, we
Yes.
have the entrance to the garage.
Okay, let's see what we have.
So Pete, here we have the 2-car garage.
With a car, that's wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, lots of storage for the man of the house, obviously. All the tools and...
And we have a room over here that can be used as storage, sewing room, office.
Cynde, thank you very much for allowing us to preview this great property. What would it take to show this home?
Okay, you can call me on my phone at 818-572-5273. You can also email me at cyndebost@gmail.com, or you can go to my website for more information, and that is www.cyndeBost.com, cyndebost.com.
Very good. And thank you very much again for allowing us in.
Thank you.
Back to you, Susan.
Go.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. I told you we'd probably have a few glitches on our first broadcast. Well, Cynde, that looked like a great listing, and again, we're really sorry for the sound problems we had with that. Let's take a look at this listing and all the other listings we currently have at the office. I'd like to thank all of our guests who joined us today, and I'd like to thank you for watching us. Hope to see you next month.